With us in the studio to talk a little bit about the global consequences of the electric revolution in the car industry is Dr. Oliver Schwedes, mobility researcher from Berlin's Technical University. Thanks for joining us. Are you driving an electrical car?
No, not yet. Sorry.
How come?
Because nobody gave me one. Yeah.
Well, there is actually no electric standard car right now to buy. Even industry does not expect very many electric cars to be here by 2050. How come? What went wrong?
Well, I think the industry is at the very beginning of developing electric vehicles now, and at the past it was different, and now we have to start again to develop electric vehicles.
The big argument about electric cars is actually to save CO2 emissions. Now, the Wuppertal Institute figured out that if you take the whole life cycle of a car and you compare a combustion engine car with an electric car, you only save about 1/8%. Why is that?
I think it depends on the electric, the energy mix for the electric car, and in the moment we have just 2% of all energy is based on renewable energy, and so you can explain how it comes to this result, I think.
So we have to change the energy production first.
Right. Right. It's very important, not first, but at the same time, I think we have to do this.
But so overall, electric cars cannot really lead us out of this climate change trap?
Not in the moment, and I'm skeptical about it in the future. If we just think about technical innovations, I think we also have, or parallel have to think about a different behavior, mobility behavior, to think about different mobility concepts, actually.
Right now we have about 1 billion cars in this world, and the estimates go up to about 2 billion by 2030, maybe. What do we have to do in order not to end up in a disaster? What are these concepts you're talking about?
Well, we think about a so-called public electric car. That means a car which is integrated in the public transport system, so that you don't need your private car anymore and can use a car and the public transport.
But that means we could still rely on our mobility like we do today?
That's right. We don't have to stay at home. We can be mobile, but in a more sustainable way.
Germany is actually known for its autobahns and has an image of a very car-friendly society. How important is it that we set a good example for these new concepts of mobility?
Well, I mean, you mentioned the global perspective and the challenges we are confronted with, and I think against this background we have a kind of global responsibility, if you want, to develop, to invent new concepts, the electric vehicle, for instance, or the public electric car.
Thanks a lot for the talk, Dr. Oliver Schwedes.